Hello, how are we? Now, it's not often that you join me at the end of a work day, but today you do, because I'm going to go through my evening routine. I was going to call it my healthy evening routine, which there are healthy habits in there. I'm not going to deny it. But it's just my evening routine. It's just what I do. It's just the routine that we've cut ourselves into and we enjoy it. So I thought I'd take you along so you can get a little sneak peek into what I do to help recovery, really, to be quite honest with you. I'm just finishing up my last work bits. It's 5:20. I've just been getting ahead of the month on webinars. So I'm just downloading some of those that I've just recorded. And then I think I can already hear Nathan making tea. Number one on the evening routine is that we eat really early. And I know that not everyone's going to be able to eat really early. You might commute from the office and get home around whatever time and have to go to the gym. But look, we are lucky enough to be able to gym before work, so that's out of the way, and we work from home. So we're able to eat pretty much as soon as we finish work, which is kind of what we tend to do. I'm also just sipping on a kombucha, which I got sent from TikTok Shop. God bless TikTok Shop. Best believe I'll be clicking on all the samples that I can get, especially if it's going to be something that I enjoy anyway, which is a health drink. Give me a health drink. So I've been having this every day this week. Delighted, absolutely delighted. And if we want a little diet update, which of course we do, we're into week 8 now. It's got to be week 8 of diet. And she just keeps dropping weight. We're on the move, which is delightful because I felt a little bit groggy at the start of this week, to be quite honest with you. I've not felt myself. I felt like there may be an illness on the horizon. If I don't play my cards right, I could be really ill. So I've been playing my cards right and I feel good today. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to be ill. But because of that, I haven't really done my steps the past couple of days. I have still kept moving. I haven't done no steps, but I haven't done my full goal of steps. I also have not done my sessions the past 2 days. I did do my cycle today, but I've not done my sessions Monday and Tuesday. I don't think I'll do them for the rest of the week, but I am potentially going to be having quite an active weekend. So yeah, there's a bit of and throw in there. Level of intensity has basically just dropped just to allow myself to recover if there is anything cracking off in my body, because we don't have time for that. And I had a surprise period yesterday. So for the fact that all of that is going on in my body, and I'm obviously doing a little bit less expenditure, well, quite a lot less expenditure realistically, I'm very, very, very happy to be hitting new lows this week already. Very happy indeed. So long may that continue, please and freaking thank you. Of course, I've been keeping my calories as normal. Nothing else has adjusted in terms of that. Let's go see how dinner's getting on. I'm being told off because I accidentally stayed up here and did more work. Whoa! Looks yummy. Flatbreads are not a diet-friendly option. No, wraps are still really not that good. Personally, I think that fills me up. So it doesn't bother me, but it's just kind of annoying, isn't it? Like, you get 2. But if you're on a bulk, fan-bloody-tastic. Sorry, can we talk about the difference between mine and the sadness that is this? Being on a diet is boring. The second thing that we've been doing every single evening recently is going for a little evening walk. Now, I'm solo today, which is kind of sad because it's been really nice just to go for a walk together of an evening and just chat about our day and kind of decompress and not kind of look at screens. So it's kind of sad that today I am doing that solo, but it's good all the same. Also, the sky is really nice this evening. It's a really nice time of day to get out, I think. And a very healthy part of our evening routine. And I'm glad that we have started to incorporate this. Long may it continue. Might be super niche, but I just tried to film Rex having a poo because we really want to try and start a little wall in the bathroom of pictures of Rex having a poo. I think that would be really funny. And I've seen a few other people do it and I think it's hilarious, especially for the downstairs toilet because guests will go in there. How funny. Anyway, the joys of owning a dog. Now we'll go back to the bin, shall we? I had definitely intended to film a little bit more on that walk, except for the fact that we saw a cat. But we saw a cat. Rex hates cats. It's giving very classic Tom and Jerry vibes. Even though that's a cat and a mouse, but Same thing. Essentially, the cat has been very chill, and it was at a far enough distance away that Rex wasn't going crazy, and it was right next to a bench. Would you believe my luck? So I really used it just as a training opportunity and got him to kind of, you know, look at the cat. You do you, boo, but don't go crazy. And also, you're gonna get rewarded when you look at me or when you're chill. So I did not get to film that because I was too busy making sure that the cat didn't get eaten alive. No, the cat was very chill. The cat was far away. She was doing her own thing. She was fine. I just was utilising the situation. And I thanked her as we left. Not that she can speak English, but it felt nice. Now I'm just making myself a little ginger, lemon and agave because I've been feeling a bit sniffly and I don't want to feel sniffly, so anything that I can do just to kind of speed up the process if I am getting ill. As soon as I feel like a tiny sniffle coming on, I go in on anything that I can do to make myself feel better, which means that actually I haven't been properly ill in a while. In fact, I know the last time I was properly ill because that was when Luna passed away. Because I remember being, I'm not gonna cry about it, okay? I'm not gonna cry. But I remember being low-key thankful for the time that I was ill, because when I came back from my break to Amsterdam, I literally just stayed in bed for 2-3 days with the dogs. So she literally, in the last few days of her life, I'm not crying about it, but in the last few days of her life, I literally spent 24/7 in bed cuddling her. So she got loads of love in that time when she was clearly feeling a bit poorly too, so. Part of my evening routine is not crying about Luna, although it kind of is actually. That is actually very appropriate because recently especially, I've been going to bed and just non-stop thinking about her, which is like hard, to be honest. Like I have like a good day and then I go to bed and there's literally tears rolling down my face as I'm trying to go to sleep. That is my everyday right now. So I guess this is a realistic part of my evening routine. Step 3, cry about your dead dog. So I'm gonna go blow my nose and put these tears back into my face, and then get a shower. That is the next stop on the train. I've been considering whether to have full MOT shower or not, and I don't know, I just picked that up because I've given it all of 2 seconds to cool down, so I don't know what possessed me to think that it might be ready, and I think I might. And a full MOT shower is not necessarily the shower part for me, it's the after part. So if you watched my video on my shark, I didn't exactly give it rave reviews. I don't think that I was able to use it very well. However, I have found a way that I can use it, but total time probably takes me around an hour. Do I have that time? Can I be asked? I can. It's 7:30. I reckon I could do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna show you these as well. What do you think? I'll be honest. I don't love ballet flat hype because it's giving the school dolly shoes that everyone used to wear that used to absolutely wreck your feet. And I begged, my mum would buy me Clark's shoes and I begged that she would get me some shitty Primark cardboard shoes like this. So it kills me a little bit to have bought into it, but I don't have any shoes that aren't trainers. And for Japan, I just needed a darker shoe that were gonna not look too crap with some of my outfits, and I actually feel like these will do well. And I saw these in Susie Bonaldi's vlog and she said they were very comfortable, and she had this exact pair, so I thought, oh, let me get them real quick. And they do fit and they feel comfortable. I was worried they might squish because I'm so used to wearing wide toe shoes or Crocs or no shoes that being squished into shoes like this I'm not used to, but they are kind of wide and square toe. So do you know what? We can hope for the best with those. But I guess I'm going to tidy up my space because naturally things just end up everywhere. And then let's MOT shower, let's straighten and sock curl my hair before bed, because it comes with a really early tea time, a really early bedtime, because I like to be an early riser. I don't know about you. I prefer to be up early than stay out late. Let's get ready for bed. I'm pretty sure I said this in another video, but someone needs to tell me what the flipping heck I can do with my hair, because it's not giving, guys. I don't know what to do. It will look nice in the morning when I've done these sock curls, and that's basically the only time it looks nice these days. So I don't know. I need some help. It needs some attention. One thing I will say though is the quality of my hair is phenomenal. It feels so silky, soft and shiny, and that is thanks to the fact that I've been using the Cantu avocado stuff, which has been delightful, but I've been cleansing it out with cool water It's not ice cold, super enjoyable, but it's not horrible. Genuinely, that seems to have made my hair so soft. And it says to do that on the back of the bottle, so I just decided to do it. And I can't tell you how amazing it's made my hair feel. 10/10. Now, it's gonna be ready yet, please. Shower is done. I need to do my skincare and get rid of this mark. This is a spot from quite a while ago now that just continues to mark my face. So we move some hyaluronic to moisturize my face. And then Dermatica. If you don't know, get to know, quite frankly. The only reason my skin is clear and my skin's the worst it's been at the moment, because we've been in between treatments, but that's another story, is because of Dermatica. And I actually did have a bit of trouble with my previous treatment, so they've changed it again for me, which is stunning. I'm excited to get to use it again, to not irritate my skin and just have me back to being glowy. That's the goal. I'm my happiest when I'm tan. I'm sorry. I know that my body image and general joy and outlook on myself should not be determined by the colour of my skin. But I'm pasty white to the point where I look a little bit ill. So tan is important. I've got Bondi Sands on right now, even though you can't tell, but I have. Just to keep it glowing throughout the week, I tab it up with this bad boy, which you just can't go wrong. Actually, I'm gonna do this bit off camera if that's okay. It's so funny the way that I show it to the internet. Look at me. Look at me. Anyway, moving on to hair wash. Moving on to hair dry. I've got Miss Sharky Shark. I just can't get behind it, can't use it, don't know how to do it. Look, it's just not gonna happen. What is gonna happen is this here attachment. I obviously use the diffuser when I want it to stay like wavy, but if I want it to go somewhat straight so that I can do my sock curls, I take to this brush. It does take a little while. My ears start to hurt because it makes a loud noise in my ear for like an hour. So what I tend to do is I'll put some YouTube on in the background, put my headphones in, and then just get through this. If I'm doing something else at the same time, like watching YouTube, listening to a podcast, it doesn't feel like I'm wasting my time. And I'm the queen of doing things the night before. I don't want to do anything in the morning. If I could do something at night that is going to prepare me for the week ahead, that's going to make me feel better for the next day or the next few days, then I'm going to do it. So I'd rather spend an hour now doing my hair to feel good over these next few days. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that I don't actually do that very often, but we are going to today. I've decided. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. "40 minutes later, and she is somewhat straight, not perfectly straight, but I just use the hot brush. Look how red my face is from doing that. Honestly. But now I'm going to put the sock curls in. Oh, I still got a yogurt to have. I'm going to put my sock curls in, get into bed with a freaking yogurt. I'm not really your go-to girl for anything beauty, hair, but I am your go-to girl for anything beauty, hair if you're terrible at beauty and hair and are lazy, essentially. Because if I can do it, you can freaking do it, okay? So I've just put, I don't really know if it helps that much, but I've used this curling mousse as I've been drying it, and I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna put in a touch more as I go to sock curl it. So I'm just gonna to the side. If you haven't done sock curls, I'm sure you have by now, but get on them because they're actually so good. Get yourself a sock, closing the title, a fluffy sock, if you will, and use it toe end first at the top of your head. And then you just want to grab sections of your hair and wrap it around the sock, like kind of tightly. And then as you kind of bring it through, you want to just grab some more hair. Grab your next section, pull it nice and tight. And then with my thumb, I've just like grabbed some more hair there. You literally can't tell, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not a beauty blogger, but literally just grab chunks as you go and wrap it around the sock, essentially. Tight as you can. I take quite big chunks, to be fair. I'm not dilly-dallying with tiny chunks. The thinner I try and do it, the more irregular the curls are, I find. So kind of big chunks. And then obviously when you get to the last little bit, you'll have all that section of hair. Keep it nice and tight, and then because my hair's obviously quite long, I just wrap it round the same section here because I want a little bit of the sock left at the bottom. So I'm going to get that bit of sock, flip it up, wrap her around, and then that just protects your hair from getting a headband line in it, basically. The secret sauce for keeping your hair nice, regardless of if it's in sock curls. Every single night I wear a bonnet. I have a couple. These are actually, I think, interchangeable. Since I've used a bonnet, I will never not use a bonnet because of how it makes my hair feel in the morning. It's not frizzy, it's not tangled, it's perfect. So bonnet is gonna go on top of the curls. Again, I'm putting myself on the internet like this. That's kind of crazy. This does mean that you have to kind of just lay on your back. If you lay on one side of your head, it is comfortable to do so because it's just socks, but if you do lay on one side of your head, you're gonna get like one side flat curls. So try sleep on your back. Let me go get my yogurt, and then we're gonna read in bed with a brand new book. I hate starting a brand new book. I hate having to get into a book, but when I put this on my Instagram, everyone said this was amazing. So I'm excited to get into it. I was just thinking, am I gonna do some TikTok Tokyo searching before? Maybe. And then also, last thing I do is take some zinc and magnesium, because I was taking a supplement from Protein Works called Sleep Deep before, and it really helped me to have deep sleep. No matter the length of my sleep, I was just sleeping a lot deeper, and active ingredients in that were magnesium and zinc. So I just got that by itself because it's just cheaper and higher dosage. So I'm gonna have my zinc and magnesium, gonna read my book, and that is my everyday normal evening routine that helps me to recover well, helps me to be prepared for the next day. And of course, I feel like I should say we do watch TV and like slob in front of the sofa. In fact, the time after we ate and before I went out for my walk, we sat and watched Only Murders in the Building because that's the best show. So we definitely incorporate that into our days as well, because slobbing in front of the TV is important for your soul. So definitely include that in your evening routine too. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and I will check in with you next week for will next week be the last week? I'm really like getting confused with my day. No, this is week 8. So next week will be week 9. Oh my God, it'll be the week before our last dieting video. Oh my freaking God. Just before I sign off this video, which I kind of already have, but I just wanted to come in and show you what my hair looks like the next day after the sock curls. I have crazily brushed this out and played around with it quite a lot, so it's looking maybe potentially less curly than it usually would do, but I still think that it looks kind of cute. So I now have a full day of sat in front of my laptop, but I look like this, so it makes me feel a little bit better.